Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Golden Gophers ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington's offense will come out first. And here comes Devon Williams. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Over the middle, it's Williams. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Pass the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Taylor has it. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here's Williams to throw. Flicks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a give to Washington. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Play action with Williams. Right on target this time. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off play action on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Williams will pass. Caught by Williams on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far, he'll line it up from 34 yards out. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Play fake, Williams. Fires to the middle. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Running inside. It's Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Williams looking for a man. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here's a give to Washington. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Tracy. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. The give is to Taylor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. He'll run it again. And he could not get loose on the run.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air. It's Lindsey. He's open on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. That gets them back to within 10. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. Third down from the gun, Williams. He lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half, and you're in good shape. I love it with this offense, man. No, we're not done yet. Like, we trust our guys. Trust your QB there to make a play, and he does. Big play down the field. Already leading, and now hungry for some more points.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Williams. Under fire. Finds his man open. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Williams will pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team dare to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
All right, Holly. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. Quick step and go. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Taylor. Makes it past the marker. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Williams keeps looking downfield. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Williams on the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with it.
Got it! He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Williams got it set up on the outside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Williams to throw. He's got him this time. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Play action with Williams. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Quick catch on third down. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Got his man. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? Might be calling a hot route. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Crosses the goal line for the two-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll start on the ground with Washington. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to Washington. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the filthy move, he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Washington. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
What will they dial up on second and 8? A long way to go. Play fake, Williams. Fires complete on the crosser. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a... Pick up after the grab on that one. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Carr. Sweet cut there. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Washington. Took it all the way back to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
That's caught. It's Tracy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Taylor. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. Flips it out to the back. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Helms. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Making side adjustments here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snap in the shotgun. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right?